Hey kids, are you ready for an epic adventure? Today I'm going to take you on an exciting journey through some of the most amazing stories ever told. These tales come from a very special book, the Bible. So buckle up and let's dive in. First stop, Noah's Ark. Long ago, God was really sad because people were not being nice. But there was one good man named Noah. God told him to build a gigantic boat called an ark, and to bring 2 of every animal on board. It rained for 40 days and nights, flooding the whole world, but Noah, his family, and all the animals were safe inside the ark. When the water finally went down, they saw a beautiful rainbow. God promised never to flood the earth again. Isn't that amazing? Next we have the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. These cities were filled with people doing very bad things. But there was one good man named Lot. Angels warned Lot to leave the city with his family, but as they were leaving, Lot's wife looked back and oh no, she turned into a pillar of salt. This story reminds us to always follow good advice. Now let's talk about the Tower of Babel. The people wanted to build a tower that reached the heavens, but God saw their pride and decided to confuse their languages, so they couldn't understand each other. They stopped building the tower and scattered all over the world, creating different nations and languages. How cool is that? Up next is the tale of Moses and the 10 Commandments. Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt where they were slaves. They traveled through the desert to Mount Sinai. There, God gave Moses the 10 Commandments, which are rules for living a good and happy life. These rules include loving and respecting God, honoring our parents, and being kind to others. And now, the walls of Jericho. After wandering in the desert for 40 years, the Israelites, led by Joshua, reached the city of Jericho. They marched around the city walls for 6 days. On the 7th day, they gave a mighty shout and the walls came tumbling down. With the walls down, they were able to conquer Jericho. Wow, that's powerful. Finally, let's celebrate the birth of Jesus. Jesus was born in Bethlehem during the reign of King Herod. Wise men from the east followed a bright star to find him. They brought gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. But to keep Jesus safe from the king, an angel told his parents to flee to Egypt. And that's how the greatest story began. These stories teach us about courage, faith, and love. Remember, you can always find strength and wisdom in these timeless tales. So what's your favorite story? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic adventures. Bye for now.